Hinduism.
You must not use your God-given body for killing God's creatures, whether they are human, animal, or whatever. Yajur Veda.
By not killing any living being, one becomes fit for salvation. Manusmriti.
The purchaser of flesh performs himsa, or violence, by his wealth. He who eats flesh does so by enjoying its taste. The killer does himsa by actually tying and killing the animal. Thus, there are three forms of killing: he who brings flesh or sends for it, he who cuts off the limbs of an animal, and he who purchases, sells, or cooks flesh and eats it. All of these are to be considered meat-eaters. Himsa means violence. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva.
He who desires to attain supreme peace should on no account eat the flesh of any animal in the world. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva.
Flesh cannot be obtained without killing creatures, and heaven cannot be attained if creatures are killed. Therefore, flesh should be discarded. Manusmriti.
He who gives counsel or order to kill, he who cuts off any limb, he who actually puts an animal to death, the purchaser of flesh, and he who eats flesh, all of these are to be styled as killers. Manusmriti.
That creature whose flesh I eat in this world would eat mine in the next world. Manusmriti.
Meat-eaters take repeated births in various wombs and are put every time to unnatural death through forcible suffocation. After every death, they go to the Kumbhipaka hell, where they are baked on fire. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva.
The sins generated by himsa, or violence, curtail the life of the perpetrator of himsa, or violence. Therefore, those who are anxious for their welfare should abstain from meat eating. Himsa means violence. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva.
Those who for their personal pleasure take the life of harmless creatures do not attain happiness in this life or in the life hereafter. In view of the method through which flesh is acquired, and considering the suffering to creatures in fastening with cord and killing them, man should give up meat-eating of all sorts. Manusmriti.
Prajapati says that eating meat of any sort is a great evil, and abstinence from doing so is highly meritorious. Yamasmriti.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species of beings he may take his birth. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva. No man is more debased than the man who wishes to increase his flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures. He is hard-hearted to the core. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva. O child, there is no doubt about the fact that flesh grows out of semen, therefore it is highly detestable. Flesh-eating is thus a great evil, and abstinence from it is a virtue. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva.
He who abstains from flesh-eating and is kindly disposed towards all creatures becomes an object of shelter to them and gains their confidence. Mahabharata.
He lives long and always remains healthy. The virtue gained by abstinence from meat-eating is so great that it cannot be equal to the virtue of making gifts of even gold, cow, or land. Mahabharata Anusasanika Parva.
What is the good way? It is the path that reflects on how it may avoid killing any creature. Tirukural.
All that lives will press palms together in prayerful adoration of those who refuse to slaughter and savor meat. Tirukural.
What is virtuous conduct? It is never destroying life, for killing leads to every other sin. Tirukural.
Those who are ignorant of real dharma or true teachings, and, though wicked and haughty, account themselves virtuous, kill animals without any feeling of remorse or fear of punishment. Further, in their next lives, such sinful persons will be eaten by the same creatures they have killed in this world. Dharma means true teaching. Srimad Bhagavatam.
Meat can never be obtained without injury to living creatures, and injury to sentient beings is detrimental to the attainment of heavenly bliss. Let him therefore shun the use of meat. Having well considered the disgusting origin of flesh and the cruelty of fettering and slaying corporal beings, let him entirely abstain from eating flesh. Manu Samhita.
He who permits the slaughter of an animal, he who cuts it up, he who kills it, he who buys or sells meat, he who cooks it, he who serves it up, and he who eats it, must all be considered as the slayers of the animal. There is no greater sinner than a man who seeks to increase the bulk of his own flesh by the flesh of other beings. Manu Samhita.
By subsisting on pure fruits and roots, and by eating food fit for ascetics in the forest, one does not gain so great a reward as by entirely avoiding the use of flesh. Mihe, or flesh, will devour in the next world, whose flesh I eat in this life. The wise declare this to be the real meaning of the word flesh, mamsa. Mehe means flesh. Manu Samhita.
Also, by not killing any living being, one becomes fit for salvation. Manu Samhita.
The sins generated by violence curtail the life of the perpetrator. Therefore, even those who are anxious for their own welfare should abstain from meat eating. Mahabharata, Anusasanika Pava.
Cow killers are condemned to rot in hellish life for as many thousands of years as there are hairs on the bodies of the cow. Adi Lila.
Since you Mohammedans and others cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adi Lila.
The very name of cow is Agnya, or not to be killed, indicating that they should never be slaughtered. Who then could slay them? Surely one who kills a cow or a bull commits a heinous crime. Agnya means not to be killed. Mahabharata Shanti Parva.
Huahao Buddhism.
Don't kill animals to make offering. Sages and saints are not biased. Your sickness is due to previous life bad karma or retribution, or because of this life's violence. Karma means retribution. Encouraging goodness scripture.
Human beings treat animals even much more ruthlessly. They kill animals for food, for superstitious reasons, forgetting that animals also have souls, also have bodies, also wish to live like us human. Thus, please let the animals live. Care for them, especially the domestic animals, such as buffaloes, cows, horses, dogs, cats, etc. Don't kill them because they have helped us in our daily work. Essential knowledge for practitioners of goodness about the three karma,